Let's talk about Caitlin Clark. She is not the unanimous Rookie of the Year. Angel Reese got 1 vote, and I bet the person who didn't vote for Caitlin Clark, she totally doesn't have a bias against her. Nope, not at all. County women, that doesn't exist in the WNBA. It's the whole league. And the ratings have literally gone down since she hasn't been around. All right, I see this here. This headline is fascinating. New WNBA race war erupts as Megan Rapinoe blasts racist question at the center of Caitlin Clark, the Johnny Dinjane Connington dispute, and players insist journalists should be fired. All right. These women are so stupid, not all women, but the ones that are associated with sports. You literally have the person who's giving you clout, and you're trying to ruin it because you're jealous that you weren't the one that made the league explode. But sorry, that's how it works. Sometimes people come in. But what are you going to do? Do you not want your league to succeed? The ratings have already dipped since Caitlin Clark got knocked out of the playoffs. And the funny part is I see people on Twitter that are like Angel Reese fans or AJ Wilson fans. They're, look at us knowing women basketball. But that's because of Caitlin. We didn't know their names last year. Come on now. Here's Megan Rapinoe, that dirty, rotten person.
Yeah. All of a sudden, every person in the women's basketball space, and even you, Megan, like, you're getting hit up like, yo, why are they doing this to Caitlin?
Because they're jealous. Unfortunately, the pretty white girl made the league kind of relevant.
Is this happening, or is it what's happening? They're just hearing the things, and it's like, yeah,
they're
is this
hearing
happening?
The
and I'm like, no, it's not happening. And then I have to give them a diatribe on like 25 minutes about the history of racism and sexism in the country. Yeah,
right. So before we continue, there is
so very woke of you, Megan. Teach us a way.
One thing I want to reset, that we want to reset, and it's the language being used around fans. Mm-hmm. Fever fans, Caitlin fans, new fans.
Uh-oh.
That actually has to go. That
What
has
do
to
they
go.
say?
I understand why at times it's been used. It's kind of just
What do they
when
say?
you're in an interview and you get asked a question, it's kind of easy to go, oh, the Fever fan base.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? That has to go.
Oh, these new fans. It has to go because it's not the Fever fans. It's not Caitlin fans. That is a large group of people. Let's stick with the Fever for a second. That is a large group of people.
No, it's not. Everybody's a Caitlin fan. Nobody was watching your league beforehand. Admit that and you'll be able to have less stress on your body. Just admit that without Caitlin Clark, no one cares about the WNBA. And I'm seeing these things on Twitter. Well, the ratings are down because they're on ESPN2 or ESPNU and not ABC. Okay. Are the NBA ratings down when they're on ESPN2? Is NFL down when it's on ESPN2? No.
And what we're talking about as we get into the meat of this, we're talking about the faction of that group that is pushing racist agendas and is pushing hate and creating, divisiveness online.
Bring examples, because there's clear racism towards Caitlin. Being elbowed to the ground and whatnot. I just can't stand double standards. Someone commented, having Megan Rapinoe back you is not a positive thing. She's totally doing it for her own publicity. Yeah, she just gives me bad vibes, man. The only female soccer player I like is Hope Solo is a domestic abuse piece of garbage. She's a domestic abuser. The only female soccer player I like is Alex Morgan. She seems like wifey material. Oh, I love me some Alex Morgan. Seattle Storm star Gabby Williams quits WNBA in wake of controversial Caitlin Clark comments. Let me look up Gabby Williams' stats, because the Daily Mail and TMZ, everybody is a star. Everybody, superstar. It's the most overused word in sports. She averages 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal, which is not bad. And in the playoffs, she has 17 points and 6 rebounds, which is really good for the WNBA. But I guess she left the WNBA, and I'll tell you right now why. And now she's playing over in Turkey. A WNBA star has sensationally quit the league after reigniting the furor over Caitlin Clark's earnings and the salaries in women's basketball. Seattle Storm star Gabby Williams has left to join Fenerbahce, Fenerbahce in Turkey, following her team's elimination from the WNBA playoffs but a Las Vegas Acres. She better not pull a Brittany Griner and bring a weed pen to the airport. Williams' move comes just days after she sparked controversy by slamming the league for its failure to pay players more. Bring attention! You don't understand this. Nobody has ever watched your league until this year. I know you're all jealous and it drives you nuts, but bring more attention. Gabby Williams also weighed in on the Clark's earning, which has been a hot topic ever since the 22-year-old was drafted by the Indiana Fever with the first overall pick. President Joe Biden was among those to speak out, claiming women are not paid their fair share after it emerged the rookie contract was worth only $76,000. But nobody has ever watched the WNBA before this. Now, if you're a woman listening, you're going to probably think that's sexist, but nobody ever watched it. So it wasn't worth money. It wasn't worth money. It was literally a tax write-off. And now you have a chance with Caitlin, but every female that played before Caitlin is mad. Diana Taurasi, Cheryl Swoops, all these players are mad that it's not them. So they're trying to bring down Caitlin, but that's just going to bring down the league, and you guys will go back to being irrelevant. Caitlin Clark helped the WNBA enjoy record viewing figures and a huge spike in attendance. But her rookie season also included allegations of bullying and racial privilege. Okay. Listen to me. I got to be careful about how I say this. When you're saying that Caitlin Clark is getting everything because she's white, that's being racist. She can't control her skin color. She also can shoot a three-pointer from half court and doesn't ever respond to any of the trolls that are trying to hurt her in the league. Sorry that she's classy and everybody else doesn't know how to be classy in the WNBA. Commissioner Kathy Engelbert reached out. She previously claimed that WNBA players can make up to $700,000 a year, only for Gabby Williams to resist. That's actually not true at all. There's not one player who makes that. Yeah, commissioners in sports are always the worst. I used to hang out with a lot of NFL players when I hung out with Ian Beckles, and I produced his show, Beckles and Retro, on DAE. And let me tell you, Roger Goodell, it's the mafia. The owners, it's the mafia. One Caitlin Clark fan then pointed out that the Indiana Fever star's earnings had in fact passed, let me get the pop-up here. I hate these pop-ups. Had passed $700,000 during her rookie season. That is despite her base WNBA salary of $76,000. Gabby Williams responded to the fan on social media, insisting that she was only referring to WNBA pay, not money made through sponsorships and outside deals. But this is the thing. You can be jealous all you want. Like, listen, there are people my age that are in radio markets in like 75 markets. There are people that got radio shows because of who their dad is, and I can either be bitter or just keep doing my thing. All these players are the same way. There's always going to be privileged people. But it has nothing to do with her race. It has everything to do with her likability and that she made the league relevant. And then you had A.J. Wilson go, it doesn't matter how hard I work. It doesn't matter what we do as black women. We're still going to be swept under the rug. That's racist. Sorry, Caitlin Clark brought attention. You could be supporting her. God, ridiculous. Charles Barkley described it best, and I'll load it up in a second. It was during Inside the NBA in the playoffs back in like May. Everybody is so catty about Caitlin Clark, man. Shut up. You're literally going to ruin it. And there's going to be a 30 for 30 in 10 years about how everybody hated on Caitlin Clark for no reason. All right, here's Charles Barkley. He says it perfectly.
You women out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Oh, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes. Listen, what she's accomplished, give her flowers. Stop being petty, all you women out there. She got y'all ass charters. She
You were nothing without her.
bringing all y'all this money to the table, but y'all being petty like dudes. LeBron, you 100% right. Y'all girls, stop being petty.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Game over.